Good evening, everyone. This is Rick Flaler along with my partner Rick Rude, coming to you from Max Bear Park in Livermore, where we are minutes away from the first pitch of our featured game tonight. This particular matchup is a very important one. The winner of this matchup reaches the United States Championship game, which will be held at Saturday at 5 o'clock. The loser is eliminated. District 57 has an opportunity, the local team, to be the first local team in the 6 years of this tournament to reach the championship game if they can win tonight. So we're anticipating a huge crowd to come out and cheer on the boys. They're going to be facing a hornet's nest, in my opinion, of a team that lost a heartbreaker last night. That's the Mid-City Little League team from Midland, Texas, who probably feel like they let a game get away. Well, I know they feel it's this way. They let a game get away that should never even have been close.
They had it in hand.
Right, and so, this is going to be a great matchup. In my mind, what's going to be the determining factor here is who's going to have any pitching left. And again, I'm joined by Rick Rude. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, I think you're right. Absolutely, it is going to come down to the pitching because both these teams have shown that they are solid teams, solid in the fundamentals. They're good hitters, and really, I would give the advantage just to Livermore right now because they went through their last game resting on the back of mostly one pitcher, Jack Davis.
Right.
And I know it hurt Texas to go into extra innings last night, hurt their pitching. It was a high-scoring game, so more pitches were thrown. But it's going to be a great ball game either way.
Yeah, we're probably about, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes away from first pitch. We'll come back in a minute. We'll go over the starting lineups right after this.
first base, Mr. Brian Steer. At second base, Mr. Ron Coleman. At third base, Mr. Fred Pebbles. Then the left field line, Mr. Ron Serrano. And on the right field line, Mr. Joey Olette. Ladies and gentlemen, your umpire group for tonight's game. And now let's introduce today's players, coaches, and managers. First, for the visitors from the host team of Livermore Little League, Livermore, California, number 10, Bobby Albiar. Number 4, Tyler Trudeau. Number 3, A.J. Arante. Number 5, Denny Durham. Number 1, Drew Hardy. Number 2, Tanner Griffith. Number 15, Andrew Akiva. Number 13, Jason Krakowski. Number 11, Bennett Johnson. Number 14, Jack David. Number 7, Carter March. Number 8, Colin Johnson. And number 12, Nate Keeney. Our players are introduced manager Steve Griffith and coaches Mike Trudeau and Dan Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, your District 57 home team from Livermore, California. And now for the Southwest, Mid-City Little League from Midland, Texas. Number 7, Dawson Bullard. Number 12, Jake Cunningham. Number 5, Marcos Davila.
Number 19, Toby Delk. Number 2, Jace Martinez. Number 1, Dax Patton. Number 3, Andrew Prado. Number 18, Eli Price. Number 21, Josh Reed. And number 11, Christian Wiggins. And it is my pleasure to introduce managers Cesar Davila and coaches Jubel Reed and Ryan Bullard. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Southwest Mid-City Little League Midland, Texas All-Star Team. And now to honor our great country, would you all please rise and face the flag in left center field? Remove your caps as we perform the national anthem, which will be followed by the Little League Pledge. Tonight's national anthem is going to be sung by Jeff Wirtz, one of our LLIWS umpires. Jeff is from Goshen, Indiana. This is his 15th year as a Little League volunteer and 12th year umpiring. He works as a school psychologist and enjoys mountain biking and serving in his church, and loves his 3 children, one of whom was a Little League state champion and now plays college baseball, and his wife and mother, who are both here tonight. Jeff?
by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jeff. That was outstanding. And now, players, coaches, managers, and umpires, please repeat after me the Little League pledge. I trust in God. I love my country and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win. But win or lose, I will always do my best. Thank you. Let's play ball, everyone. Managers, please meet with the umpires behind home plate. Coaches and players back to your respective dugouts. Thank you.
Shout out to Legacy Real Estate and Associates, broker member Bill Boomerang, who is also our head groundskeeper here. He's very proud of the 7 offices across the 586 territory, which has about 300 builders. One of the organization, ERA Real Estate, is ranked one of the top real estate offices in the area. Bill is correct? LIWS Field and Facilities Director, along with this field where they spend countless hours throughout the year maintaining and supporting this baseball field, and that's looking supreme for the players. Bill is cooked up some beef tacos with all things from the last summer. Bill, we greatly appreciate the food and this wonderful baseball field. Thank you, Bill.
Are your players legally and properly equipped? They are. Any questions for us? We're going to hustle in and out, on and off the field, 1 minute between. Okay. Good luck to both of you.
All right, gentlemen, have a great day.
Alright, we're gonna do a hustle. Hustle on through. 1, 2, 3, hustle! Don't mind.
Bobby Alvear is the shortstop. Number 10, he's batting 7th. At third base, number 5, Denny Durham, and batting 9th and playing first base tonight is number 4, Tyler Trudeau. Just finishing opening ceremonies right now, and we'll be back in just a minute for the first pitch back in Livermore.
She's a young child. She's been an avid baseball fan. Superintendent Bauer serves as a T-ball manager and on the Granada Little League board as parent volunteer coordinator, as well as a scorekeeper and team mom for many seasons, while her husband Bob coached every level of baseball for their sons. Being extremely athletic herself, Dr. Bowers admits she's a little out of her element on the mound. It is modeling today for our scholar athletes, the importance of taking risks and challenging yourself to find new things by throwing out the first pitch. Let's give you some encouragement to boost your confidence.
Go get it.
Testing 1 2 testing. Testing 1 2 testing. Testing 1 2 testing. Now we're testing.
Test. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing. 1 2. Testing the sound on. There we go.
Hillsborough went on to the Royal Cal Championship where they went undefeated. Ultimately, their only loss in any of their games was to this Danville Little League team. Their only two losses of the Danville team was the Hillsborough team. We'd like to introduce the players who are here this evening. Number 7, TJ Elman. Number 10, Tommy Carpenter.
Just stay right there.
Number 11, Lee Chang.
There you go, buddy. Thank you.
Number 4, Henry Ellis. Number 13, Brad Laird. Number 5, Owen Morgan. And number 14, Ryan Starkey. The manager, Mr. Lou Carpenter, and coach Matt Laird. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for this very successful 9-11 World All-Star Team.
Congratulations, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Southwest, thank you for your patience. Let's play ball, gentlemen.
The defensive alignment for Twin City Little League this evening, starting left field, number 12, Jake Cunningham. In center field, number 3, Andrew Prado. In right field, number 5, Marcus Davila. At first base, number 21, Josh Reed. At second base, number 1, Pat Patton. At third base, number 11, Christian Wiggins. At shortstop, number 2, James Martinez. Behind the pitch, number 7, Dawson Foley. And on the hill, number 19, Kobe Bell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are ready to start this ball game, and leading off for District 57 is left fielder Drew Carty.
First inning for Livermore Little League. Left fielder, number 1, Drew Hardy.
All right, Toby Delk on the mound for Texas. We've seen him a time or two already in this tournament.
I was going to say,
Rick?
we did get to see him the other day, and definitely a formidable pitcher. He's got the height advantage going for him.
Yeah, he's a very tall, lanky lefty, classic left-handed pitcher. First pitch misses, and here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball's up. Count is 2-0. It's going to be fascinating in my mind. What I'm going to be trying to focus on this whole night is how does Texas bounce back from that game last night? I know that they've got the fortitude to do it and the mindset, but that was a tough loss. There's no getting around that.
That was a very tough loss. They had the game in hand, and and things just spiraled away from him and wound up in extra innings. And you know, my heart went out to him.
On 3-0, Delk pours one down the middle, and the count is now 3-1. Fouled off.
These two teams met on opening day. Texas walked away a 4-0 winner
Game was very tight too. It was 2-0, I think, late.
for the most part. It was, and about the 6th inning, I think, is where the wheels came off for Livermore. Livermore showing a little bit of that first day jitters.
Oh, that got him.
Ouch.
And he's dinged up.
That one is going to leave a mark, I'm afraid.
Drew Carty takes a hit by pitch. And Livermore's going to have the leadoff man on. Not sure if Drew's going to have to come out of the game for a minute for a special pinch runner or not. He's going to try to run it off.
Certainly do hope that he's okay. He's a key part of the offense here for the host team of District 57.
Yeah, no doubt. He's trying to give it a go. I'll tell you what I would do in this situation is I would have somebody run for him.
That would seem to make the most sense.
As an SPR.
Give him a few minutes to recover, get some ice on that. Because unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's anything really serious.
Looks like he's going to try to continue. Oh boy,
There he is.
he's going to bring to the plate second baseman number 2, Tanner Griffith.
Second baseman, number 2, Tanner Griffith.
So Livermore in a bit of business here. Runner on. First and nobody out. The strike to Griffith.
I think part of the strategy Coach Griffith might be using in this one, as other games that the host team has played, is putting those first two batters up with a relatively small strike zone. I think they're the two smallest boys on the team,
Yeah, for sure.
and making the pitcher really work for it. Looks like Griffith thought that one was high, but called a strike, and he's down 1-2 in the count. Let's see if Carty goes.
Nope. Strike 3 called. So Toby Delk makes short work of Tanner Griffith. That's going to bring to the plate the pitcher, number 8, Colin Johnston.
Johnson.
I think as we get deeper into the tournament, we start seeing
Ball gets away from the catcher, and Carty's going to reach second base without a throw.
as you get deeper into the tournament, you start seeing more of the chess game with the managers and how they manage their pitching, especially, but their players in general.
Well, they've all had a chance to see each other now, a couple of games, so I think they are able to notate the tendencies and how these teams want to play, what style of baseball they want to play, and they try to adjust to it for sure.
Definitely.
It's fouled off. A good pitch to hit by Johnston. And the count is 1-1. Carter March, catcher tonight, is waiting on deck. Already has a short lead at second base. Good pitch.
That's a beautiful pitch right there by Delk.
Johnston, I think, wants that one back, so Toby Delk's doing a good job so far of keeping the Livermore bats on their shoulders. They're not swinging at too many pitches. 1-2 on its way. Ball. Counts 2-2.
So with 2-2, let's see what Delk serves up this time.
Check swing, he went. Ball gets away. He's going to reach.
He's there.
And runners at first and third now. That was a big play right there. That would have been 2 outs and man on second. Instead, it's 1 out with runners at first and third.
Indeed.
And big Carter March is stepping to the plate. Wind is blowing in tonight. Seems like it's picking up a little bit too. Down the right field line. Is it going to reach the seats? It does.
It does, yes. Yeah, looking at the flags blowing out there in left center field, it does look like the breeze is picking up.
It's coming this way. So Delk looks in with an 0-1 count on March. Ball's in the dirt. Johnston takes second base, and Livermore's got runners at second and third and 1 out. One pitch, swung on and missed. Big cut, great pitch by Delk.
Right down the middle.
And March is down in the count 1-2. 1 out, runners at second and third. Ball's lined into right field. It's caught by the right fielder. Here comes the runner tagging. He's going to score, and Livermore takes the lead. Johnston also advances. Carty comes in to score, and that's the first run of the ball game. Good execution by Livermore.
Excellent. It's a perfect opposite field hit.
That's going to bring to the plate the only player in this whole entire tournament that's hit a home run up to this point. Jason Krakowski. He's playing center field tonight. Ball out. A big crowd pouring in here, Rick.
Both sides are very, very full, and everything out in the outfield looks like it's almost standing room only out there. Mid-City Little League with a sizable representation here this evening as well. And it's a perfect night for a game of baseball. Not too hot. Just beautiful here.
Ball's lifted to right field. That's probably going to stay fair. Is that going to be caught by the right fielder? It is.
Was.
And that's going to end the first half inning. So the host team from Livermore, California scores 1 run on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played a half an inning. Texas is coming to bat. Host team 1-0.
as they were yesterday as they will be on Saturday. 1 ticket is $1, 10 tickets $5, and the deal today, as always, 25 tickets for $10. The proceeds from this worthwhile event help fund the transportation, food and lodging, and many other necessary costs required to support this outstanding event. Your generosity is appreciated, and half the money we collect goes back to the lucky winner. The winning ticket number will be park today, the unclaimed.
All right, getting ready to lead off the bottom of the first inning is Andrew Prado, center fielder, number 3 for Texas.
All right, a productive inning for the host. Let's see what Texas does in answer.
So the first 5 hitters for Texas have just erupted in the last game or two. And it's going to be everything that Livermore can do to try to stop that onslaught of offense.
The top of their order has been solid throughout the whole tournament.
First pitch is a strike. Strike 2. Two breaking balls.
Got the outside corner on that one.
Well, Prado quickly in the hole, 0-2. I want to thank everyone locally that have come out and supported this team and this event over the week. We're definitely going to be setting attendance records this year. Ball's grounded to Griffith at second, gobbles it up, throws to first, safe at first. Ball was dropped, and with Prado's speed, he just cannot even make any sort of misstep at all.
Griffith, who up to now has been automatic, but yeah, you cannot compete with the speed that Prado displayed headed down that line.
It's going to bring to the plate Christian Wiggins, third baseman. So Griffith needs to shake that off and get ready for the next play, which I'm sure he will. Yeah, this support this year, attendance-wise, has been terrific. We got a big crowd tonight. That's lifted right center field, easy play. Krakowski, and he retires Wiggins for the first out of the inning. So Jace Martinez, the shortstop, is going to come to the plate, number 3 hitter, and of course the Livermore team in District 57 have an opportunity tonight to do something that's never been done, and that would be for a host team to reach the U.S. Championship game on Saturday. So the locals here anyways are hoping their team can do it. First pitch is in there for a strike. Noticing Johnston is featuring a lot of breaking balls to start this game, Rick.
He is, and he's leaving the hitters a little confused on where they're coming in from. So
it's a ball, and Prado takes off and steals second easily.
Prado has some wheels on him, that is for sure.
Yeah, the best solution to avoiding that, obviously, is to keep him off the bases. When he's on base, things happen for Texas. Griffith over at the bag, shadowing. Ball's lifted into left field. Is it? No, it's out of play.
It's been amazing to see all the crowds that are here, though, too. I mean, a lot of the teams that have traveled here, the size of the crowd from Mexico,
Yep.
the size of the crowd from Puerto Rico, huge. And like I said, we're looking at a sea of orange over here for the southwest side, having come here from Texas to watch their Mid-City Little League champions.
Ball's hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to tie the ball game.
Yep.
Throw down to the plate. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought. Krakowski gunned it. I thought that was just going to be a routine run, but Krakowski threw all the way in. They almost had an opportunity to get Prado, but on the throw, of course, Martinez goes to second base, so he trades places with Prado, and the game is tied.
Batting fourth for Mississippi Little League, left fielder, number 12, Jake Cunningham.
So Jake Cunningham's coming to the plate. Jake had a big night last night.
And a throw back to second base, very close to getting Wiggins out there.
Cunningham last night was on base 3 times, 2
Martinez.
singles, scored 3 runs. Strike. There's 1 out here in the first inning. Ball inside. Each team has scored a run in their half of the first inning. Texas is still batting, looking for more.
Martinez taking a big lead out there at second. Griffith has moved over to the bag. Leaves a big hole.
Grounded foul off the left side. Count is 1-2. Ball's lifted to right center
Big hit.
field.
That's a big hit.
It's going to be over the head of the right fielder.
They lost it in the shadows there.
Here comes a
Here comes
throw.
the throw.
Okay.
Oh my.
Martinez did a good job of holding up. The ball was just lifted way up in the air to right field, and it just
Looked like the wind caught it because they couldn't seem to get underneath. They couldn't figure out where it was going to come down.
completely handcuffed the right fielder and fell in right below, at the base of the wall, basically.
And I think at first it looked like it was going more towards center field, and you saw that Krakowski came over, appearing that he might have a play on it, but
Second baseman, number 1, Dax Patton.
and runners at second and third now. Texas is threatening.
Dax Patton's up, and he's been probably the best hitter on this team, maybe the best hitter in this whole tournament. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball gets away from Carter March back to Johnston, but no damage because
Good
shortstop was backing up.
Good heads-up play there by Bobby Alvear. And Johnston trying to go outside. That one got away from him a little bit. One-on-one offering here. Johnston.
Ball outside, count is 2-1. Well, Johnston doesn't have a lot of velocity. He seems to be kind of more of a crafty right-handed pitcher. He's going to have to hit his spots. There's the 2-1 to Patton.
Well thrown
Swung
ball
and
there.
missed. Pulled him.
I think he's trying to stay to the outside of the plate. With Denny Durham over on third playing very close to the bag.
So 2-2 the count to Dax Patton. It's a big out at the plate if Johnson can get him. It's a 2-2. Did he go? Said he went.
Said he did.
Strikeout.
That is a huge strikeout for Johnston.
He's going to bring to the plate Marcus Davila with 2 outs now. Swing and a miss. Waved at. Outside Bender. This will be a huge lift for the host team if they can get out of this with just 1 run allowed.
It will be huge if they could do that.
Ball inside. Count is now 1-1. Grounded back up the mound. Johnston collects it, throws to first. Indeed, the host team is able to get out of it. So there's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 men left on. We played 1 inning in Livermore. Game is tied 1-1. All right, folks, we're back here in Livermore, top of the 2nd inning now. Leading off for Livermore is Nate Keeney.
Well, after 1, you can already tell this is going to be a fantastic game. These teams are huge, huge competitors, and I think
Ball's lifted to right field. That might be trouble for the right fielder. He's had a lot of work already in this game.
he got underneath that one. Again, we got some strange winds out there. If you look at how that ball flew out there.
Marcus Davila again doing a good job in right field.
So the ball's going to the...
How did I write that down? How did I write that? So Bobby Alviar now at the plate now. Count is 2-0. Inside, down the count is 3-0.
Yeah, if you look at those flags, right, look at that. They are, the winds here are swirling. It's not even that they're coming from a certain direction. I think we're going to see some...
Strike outside corner. Well, they're blowing in for the most part. I think, right? I mean, I feel it.
I think we're going to see some weird balls out in the outfield like we saw.
All 4. So Alviar draws a walk. District 57 has a base runner with 1 out. He's going to bring to the plate third baseman, number 5, Denny Durham. Durham's first plate appearance tonight. On deck is Tyler Trudeau. strike on the outside corner.
Looks like Durham made the adjustment, moved more towards the plate in the batter's box.
Strike two.
That one was directly across. Durham finds himself behind. Alvear very quick on the base paths. Let's see what happens.
Ball outside. 1-2. OVR's not getting a huge lead over there. Grounded to second base.
This
Second
might be
for
two.
one.
Oh!
Ooh.
And that was a rare drop.
Umpire says was not dropped on the exchange. Safe at second base. Time is out, and Cesar Davila wants to have a word with the umpire.
Rare drop for Martinez out there. And a big change in the ruling there. Ruling that the drop did happen on the exchange after consultation and appeal. So Alvear will head back to the bench. Tyler Trudeau at the plate.
All right, Tyler Trudeau, the number 9 hitter, playing first base tonight. It's the first pitch outside for a ball.
And that appeal probably is a very important moment in this game as well. Instead of having runners at first and second with one out, now they don't have runners in scoring position, 2 outs in the bottom of the order.
The 1-1 to Trudeau. First off, Delk fires over to first base.
Shooting for the outside corner. Might have missed a little low on that.
Well, it counts 2-1. See if Denny Durham has any designs of stealing. Ball is dropped and he takes off running. See, that's a great play by Durham. Heads up base running.
Definitely.
As soon as there's any hesitation or any type of a drop, they're taking off. Both teams are really good at doing this. I'm going to throw a shout out to the Oakland A's. Any fans of the Oakland A's, you want to hear this? It's pretty interesting. The Oakland A's have donated tickets for their game tomorrow against the Tigers, fireworks night, to all of the participants in this event, plus the families. And they're going to recognize the teams during the game tomorrow. And that's a big deal for our event here. That's never been done before, and we want to thank the Oakland A's for providing that generous offer.
That is absolutely awesome. Of course, one of the A's, Stephen Piscotti from right here in Livermore.
That's right, played baseball just a mile down the road, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the full count pitch. Ball 4.
Trudeau's on board.
That's going to bring the top of the order back up again. Drew Carty hit by pitch in the first inning. And so that reversal of that call at second base is looming large.
Very much so.
District 57 would have bases loaded at this point. So Carty's up. Looks at a ball outside. Count is 1-0. Ball inside, throw down to second base.
And Martinez lucky to grab that one.
Good throw by Dawson Bullard. Ball was a little bit closer to the bag. I might have had a chance of getting him. 2-0 on Drew Carty. Grounded to the third baseman. Bobbled. And everybody's going to be safe. It's a tough play for Christian Wiggins. He had the range to his left. Play he probably thinks, figures he should make.
Again, maybe some nerves on display out there tonight. We've seen a couple of uncharacteristic drops and bobbles from both sides tonight.
Yeah, kids have their butterflies right now. They're only 13, remember?
Because Wiggins, normally a solid player.
Tanner Griffith now. With an opportunity to do some damage. There's 2 outs, obviously, but he's in a position with a base hit here. Is going to give the host team the lead. The ball. Count is 2-0. And Toby Delk is struggling to find the strike zone in this inning.
Delk looks a little frustrated right now.
He's already issued 2 walks. He's behind 2-0 to the second place batter. There's a strike.
There, he found it.
Two-one on its way. Grounded slowly to the shortstop. Goes all the way to first base. Got him.
Oh, they got him just in time.
Very, very close.
That was about as close as they come right there.
That gets the Texas team out of the inning with no damage. We played 1.5. The host team in Texas tied at 1. Back in a minute. All right, folks, we're back in Livermore for the bottom of the second inning. And leading off for Texas, number 19, the pitcher, Big Toby Delk.
So the Texas defense holds. Let's see if they can take advantage of that here in the bottom of 2.
So Colin Johnston's going to face the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Texas squad. Ball 1. Johnson threw 21 pitches in the first inning. Swing and a miss. fakes the spurs the punt.
Durham runs up and lets him know that he's here.
Counts 2-1. Toby Delk leading off the bottom of the second inning for Midland. Ball's high and away. The count is now 3-1. So both pitchers seem to be struggling with command a little bit. They're throwing a lot of pitches. So this is going to be, looks like one of those games, Rick, that we're going to be going through a carousel of pitching.
It does.
Ball 4.
Both of the pitch counts are already up there. And again, we're going to see which manager has best managed the pitching situation.
Sometimes it's out of your hands. It's going to bring to the plate first baseman Josh Reed. I mean, every team's got a finite amount of pitching arms on each team. You know, it's not everybody can do it, especially in a situation like this. Delk steals second. Good aggressive base running by the Texas squad.
Trudeau, or rather Griffith, backing things up. And again, that's the second throw from catcher, one from each team that we've seen veer off towards right field.
Yeah, sailing.
Again, it's the, I'm just going to call it the crosswinds theory here tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Josh Reed's got an RBI opportunity here. Chopped foul on the right side. Chopped towards the right side again.
Right over
unassisted to the first baseman.
That's going to advance the runner over to third.
Productive out.
Definitely. Just keep the chain moving.
It's going to bring to the plate the catcher, Dawson Bullard, number 9 hitter.
Now here's the big one. If they can get him on base some way, that's going to bring up the top of the order. And that could spell trouble for the host team here.
Well, top of the order is going to bat anyways, no matter what this guy does, even if he makes an out. Only one out in the inning. Grounded to third. Might be a play at home. Here's the play. What a great play by the third baseman, Denny Durham. Wow. That was a tough play to run on. Worth a try. You got to make a clean catch and you got to make a good throw, and he did both. And that was a superb bit of defense there by the host team that cut down the lead runner.
Very aggressive by Texas.
A lot of things got to go right though. I don't mind the attempt.
No, not at all. And I think this early in the game, at this stage of the game with these two teams, the more aggressive team is going to be the one that comes out leading midway through this thing.
So now Bullard's at first. He runs. Ball is hit up the middle. Great play by the shortstop.
Oh my.
Ranged all the way to the second baseman side of the.
That's Bobby Alvear.
Yeah, that was a terrific play. Boy, District 57's showing some glove work out there that's superb. Hey, so we've completed 2 innings here in Livermore. Host team won, Texas won. Back in a minute. back at Max Bear for the top of the third inning.
So
And
the second inning marked by defense right there.
for sure.
Both teams had an opportunity to score, and both of their defenses rose to the occasion.
Well, that's why. That's one of the reasons why they're both here tonight. So Colin Johnston is going to lead off for the host team. He struck out swinging, but advanced on a drop third strike in the first inning.
So right now in the pitching battle, at least in terms of pitch count, host team did a little better there in that second inning. They've got Delk up to 48 pitches.
Ball outside. Count is 2-1.
And that's going to play into how the second half of this game unfolds.
Yeah, it's impossible to tell. We're not part of the teams, but you got to think that pitching's gonna. First team to run out of pitching is gonna lose this game. Let's just put it that way. You would think.
That makes sense. I mean, they've been at it all week.
The 2-2 on its way to Colin Johnston. Fouled off. Hope you guys were watching earlier today when we had an absolute barn burner again between Puerto Rico and Mexico. What a classic that was.
That was an amazing game right there.
Two pitching performances that were just outstanding. Both starting pitchers for Puerto Rico and Mexico were just dealing. And they were averaging about 10 to 11 pitches an inning, both of them, all the way through the game. Puerto Rico tied the game up. Ground ball. That's going to be a tough play for the shortstop. Long throw. Safe. Boy, he did everything he could do. Jace Martinez did a great job of even being able to make that play
Grab
close.
that thing. Yeah.
Way by the outfield grass, deep in the hole and short. Made a long throw to first base and almost got Johnston.
And I'm laughing because Johnston running down the first base line was trying to help with the call there, motioning himself safe all the way down the first base line.
Brings Carter March to the plate with nobody on. Johnston goes and steals second base easily. To include what I was going with the Puerto Rico-Mexico game. Mexico was leading 1-0. They had completely shut down Puerto Rico until the bottom of the seventh inning. And with runners at second and third and I believe one out, the pitcher balked, which allowed the tying run to score, sent it into extra innings, and Puerto Rico ended up winning it in the eighth inning in walk-off fashion. And that was one of the most exciting games we've had out here in a long time. Well-played game. Wow, and both of those those two teams played each other twice in this tournament, and both scores were 2-1. Ball gets away from the catcher. Down to third base goes Johnson, and Christian Wiggins just saved a run by diving back for the ball. What a terrific effort by that young man.
Throw was just offline a little bit, and Wiggins with that second effort to get back and grab that ball before it rolled into left field.
That was gonna be sail into left field. Did a great job there. So Johnson really aggressive on the bases.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the cleanup hitter up in a situation that with nobody out, I'm not sure I would be taking any chances trying to steal a run at home here.
And had Bullard found that ball any quicker, he was in no man's land.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, with two outs, I think I might be a little aggressive, but right now, I'd give your best hitter on the team a chance to drive him home. Count now is 3-2. Mr. Toby Delk is up to 58 pitches thrown already. So Livermore's got an opportunity to take the lead here. Ball is whipped down the line and left field. Fair ball. It's going to be extra bases for Carter March. It gets by the left fielder. He's going to try for 3. Here comes the throw. He's stand up. Triple.
A stand-up triple. Look at that.
Carter March. Livermore jumps on top of Texas 2-1 here in the 3rd inning. Ball was smoked down the line. Got under the glove of the left fielder and rolled almost all the way to the wall.
That was just a rip up that third base line right there.
And so, in a sense, Carter March switches places with Colin Johnston. And Livermore up 2-1 is looking for more.
And here's Krakowski. Always dangerous up here.
Indeed. Ball outside, outside corner strike. Now it's 0-1.
Got it right there on the corner.
Krakowski waits on the 0-1. Ball's fouled off the end of the bat, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. So Delk, being ahead that he is, he's looking for the strikeout right here. He does not want to see a ball in play.
He does not. Not from Krakowski.
Texas defense is playing back in the middle, back on the sides too. They're giving up a run here. Any ball that's hit's going to score. Ball outside. So he's definitely looking for the strikeout.
And there it is.
Pitch, boy. That was a huge strikeout. Well, Jack Davis is going to come up and hit now in this spot. This is Nate Keeney's spot, but Jack Davis is going to come in and hit. Again, there's 1 out with a runner at third base. Defensively for Texas in the outfield, they're playing around to the right for Davis. Center fielder is shifted towards right field significantly, feeling that the ball is going to travel out that way if it's hit that way. Swing and a miss. Toby Delk is trying to bear down here.
Which surprised me a little with Krakowski that they were playing that far to the right. Seems to have most of his drives have gone left center.
Here comes the 1-1. Foul tip. And Davis is now behind 1-2. That one dinged the umpire.
So again, a situation that could have been really dangerous for Texas, Delk is dealing with.
Yeah, he's 1 strike away from getting this situation to 2 outs and a runner at third.
Definitely huge, not letting Krakowski on base. Davis also a big guy, and if he gets a hold of it, could possibly do some damage. But again, Delk seems to have the upper hand here.
Yeah, he just needs to put the ball in play here from his perspective. He needs to choke up, hit the ball anywhere in the field of play, and it's going to score a run.
Yeah, let's get Carter March home.
So the 2-2 on its way from Toby Delk. Ball inside, the count is 3-2. It's a close pitch. Good pitch too by Toby. Toby Delk is now up to 68 pitches in this game. The full count pitch to Davis. It's ball 4. Now there's runners at first and third with 1 out. It's going to be a special pinch runner. And the Southwest coach is going to come out and have a chat with Toby Delk on the infield.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Now batting for Livermore Little League, number 11, Bennett Johnston.
New pitcher brought in for Texas, Toby Reed. And looks like we got the official count for people out here at the park. We got 4,200 people out here at the park tonight.
Very nice.
Awesome. Of course, again, perfect weather for a baseball game. If you look out at the field, this is a Norman Rockwell painting here. And we definitely want to say hi to...
Oh, hang on. There's a runner.
Hang on.
March scores. Wild pitch by Josh Reed. So March comes in to score. The lead is now 3-1. Runner goes all the way to third base. There's one out, and Josh Reed in the game pitching now to Bennett Johnston. Swing and a miss.
I did want to say that we want to say hi to all the folks out in Texas on watching the live stream. We've got about 1,700 people watching the live stream, and half of them are from Texas. Our metrics are telling us. So thanks for tuning in.
Ball outside.
Mid-City Little League.
Try to get into the championship game and get a rematch with Florida, huh?
After last night, you know that that's what they want.
Absolutely.
They definitely want to get in there and do that.
Fouled off.
Two and two from Reed. See where he puts this one.
All down.
Lower.
Ed, push that button and say, please change the score. Grounded to second base. That's going to get another run home.
Yep.
Go to first. It's out.
Bennett Johnston drives in the RBI.
And the host team now leads 4-1. So well done by the host team to take advantage of everything that they've been given this inning.
now at the plate for the host team, AJ Arante.
Batting for Denny Durham.
Which is actually funny because he's the only player out here at this World Series that I have announced for before. We did a pitch, hit, and run competition in Livermore, which AJ participated in, so I've been able to say his name in 2 venues now.
Very nice.
Who knows?
Right?
Tomorrow, Oakland Coliseum. Who
Sure.
knows? Yeah.
So the host team's jumped out to a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. There's 2 outs, nobody on base. Strike. Good pitch by Josh Reed.
It feels like that breeze is picking up even more.
Sure is.
I apologize for the live stream. Sometimes you can hear it on coming through the windscreens right here on our microphones. Arante chops it right on the first base line. He's going to get there. No support at first base.
It's a swinging bunt. Was that a bunt or a swinging bunt?
That was a swinging bunt.
All right. My head turned and I didn't see the play. So the host team is getting a special pitch runner again. Number 5 is coming in.
Denny Durham?
Denny Durham's back in the game. That may be a substitution. Probably is. That's not a.
That was, yeah, he was batting in his spot, so.
Be a re-enter. Tyler Trudeau is up now. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Tyler?
That is.
Yep. First baseman Tyler Trudeau.
And back in the first inning, Trudeau reached on a walk. And Reed finds that outside corner. An authoritative pitch right there.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think Reed may be hitting his stride here with this batter.
And the 0-2 pitch on its way. Runner goes. Durham steals.
Durham again from this host team, deceptively quick. And they're letting Durham have a big lead out there at second.
Not paying any attention to him. Deuces are wild here. 2-2 with 2 outs. Ball outside. Full count. Runner goes. Swung and fouled off. Really aggressive base running by the host team. Very impressive.
Very aggressive, but you get Durham out there. Like I said, he may be the fastest one on this team. If you just watch him, he just flies around those bases.
Goes again. Not being held on at all.
Trudeau.
So he's getting a huge
battling it
lead.
up. Yeah, I mean, the lead is so big, but that ball was fouled off at the fence behind the plate. By the time it hit the ground, he was standing on third.
Ball 4.
And Trudeau with another
Good at bat.
good at bat, fighting it off and waiting it out.
Number 1, Drew Hardy.
So those are not boos you're hearing. They're saying Drew.
So he's back up to. The order is turned over again. Cardy's been on base twice with a hit pitch and an E and an error. chopper slowly hit, Reed's all over it, drops it, has no play. Bases are back to being loaded again for the host team.
And that's just the way it was last time Tanner Griffith came to the plate with the bases loaded. Last time he grounded out to the shortstop. Let's see what he does this time with bases loaded.
Tries to drag bunt. Good play. Not sure Denny Durham should have been fielding that ball. Umpire shakes his head. Lifted over the third baseman's head for a base hit. That's going to score 1 run. Throw in. Good job of hitting by Tanner Griffith.
Excellent. Just bluked it out there far enough. And left fielder Jake Cunningham saves a run. Quick scoop and throw into home. Right to Bullard, right on target.
They were playing very shallow, so they had him played perfectly, but that ball just lifted over the third baseman's head, and that's going to bring Colin Johnston to the plate. And Texas would be wise to try to get this guy out because the next 2 batters are very dangerous. Throw down. High throw, and Trudeau was able to get back in. Incredible the pressure that the host team is putting on the defense these last couple of days. Ball gets away. Trudeau's going to score easily. All the runners move up. And now the lead has gone to 6-1.
Texas is going to take a little quick timeout here, and this is a hole they do not want to dig any deeper.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back, folks. New pitcher.
Dax Patton.
Dax Patton is in. Dax pitched a little bit last night. Eligible to pitch today. Just trying to stop this surge of runs and momentum, basically, that the host team has. They've scored 5 runs already this inning. There's 2 outs, and they have runners at second and third.
First pitch is a strike.
Chopped foul.
Now 2-2 to Colin Johnston.
Again, this is an important batter for Texas to retire because looming on deck are a couple of big boppers for this
The big
host team.
hitters, yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Up. And it's full count now, 3-2.
Patton inherited a 2-0 count coming in. Probably see the runners going as soon as this.
Full count pitch, grounded in the hole. Third base cuts it off, throws to first, and that retires the side. However, host team comes up with 5 runs and takes a 6-1 lead. We're going into the bottom of the third in Livermore. Back in a minute. All right, folks, we're back in Livermore, Max Bear Park for the bottom of the third inning.
So the host team scores 5 runs. Let's see what Texas can do to answer. As we start to see, I think we're starting to see some of the pitching wearing out.
So Texas now in a good spot in the sense that they're going through the lineup again for the second time against Colin Johnston. And we'll see how they have adjusted to him. There's a chopper to Griffith at second base, and he throws him out. Retired the dangerous Wiggins.
Wiggins is fast, too. He's another one that is deceptively fast.
That's going to bring to the plate Jace Martinez. Martinez signaled his first at bat. Martinez, Cunningham, and Patton are the big hitters looming for Texas here. They're going to do whatever they can to try and cut into this lead this inning with their best part of their lineup up. And it would be a huge lift to the District 57 team if they are able to, if Johnson's able to put up a good shutdown inning here.
Indeed it would, although that is a tall order. The top of this Texas lineup has been solid throughout this whole tournament. Like Johnson having a little trouble with control right now.
Counts 3-0 to Jace Martinez. There's a strike, good pitch on the outside corner. Ball 4.
And that's about the third one out of those 4. The one inside, very much inside. So Johnston may be getting a little tired.
He's only got 38 pitches, so he should have enough in the gun, but Jake Cunningham's now going to come to the plate. He doubled his last time up.
Dangerous hitter for Texas right here. Johnston keeping Martinez honest over there at first.
Ball gets away from the catcher, throws down to second base. Martinez takes second base. So Texas has a base runner in scoring position with 1 out. Strike called.
Cunningham shaking his head. I think he wants that one back.
Ball outside. Count is 2-1. Johnston's being careful with Cunningham, and he should be.
Rightfully so.
The 2-1 on its way. Nope. Fake throw to second. Chop to third, cut off by the third baseman. Throws to first. Nice play, Denny Durham.
Oh. Held Martinez
That was terrific.
at
ball.
second. Now, yeah. And still made the play over at first.
That was terrific. Now there's 2 outs for the dangerous Dax Patton. Swing and a miss.
That was a wicked pitch right there by Johnston. But you can tell that Patton is looking for that breaking ball.
Paying a lot of attention to the runner at second base. Both middle infielders are out of position, really. Grounded to Durham at third. Long throw across the diamond. They got him. Wow,
Got him.
shut down inning for Colin Johnston.
That's a huge lift for the host team right there.
So we played 3 innings in Livermore. The host team leads Texas 6-1. Back in a minute.
I've got some terrific news for one of you out.
right, folks, we're back. Leading off for the host team in the 4th inning, it's Carter March. March hit a sacrifice fly to right field and tripled and scored in the 3rd. Dax Patton's in for his 2nd inning of work on the mound for Texas. Grounded up the middle, right to Martinez. Throws to first. Got him. Terrific shortstop, Jace Martinez over there. Very, very solid.
That play just looked like textbook right there.
It's going to bring to the plate Jason Krakowski. Krakowski flew out to right field and struck out.
Texas really needs a shutdown inning of defense right here. We need to get the train back on track. Because for a lot of teams here, say 6-1, the odds of coming back are minimal. But with this Texas team, you can never count them out.
Yeah, they could put that up on you in a heartbeat. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2 to Krakowski. Grounded short. Martinez, big throw, safe at first.
Little
Tough
bit
play.
of a bobble, and with Krakowski's speed.
That's going to bring to the plate Nate Keeney's going to come to the plate, right fielder.
Not much of a lead over there at first for Krakowski. Patton throwing over to Reed just to make sure it stays that way.
Fouled off to the right side. Count is 1-1. Paying a lot of attention to Krakowski over at first base.
That they are. He was stealing on the last one, but foul ball brings him back.
Ball gets away, and he will scamper down to second base.
So now again, with only one out, you have a runner in scoring position. Count of 2-1 to Keeney. I think Patton is thinking about how to get Keeney out at the plate.
Time is called while Dawson Bullard deals with an equipment issue. Looks like he's ready to go. Count is 2-1 on Keeney. Krakowski at second, 1 out. Lifted into behind the, right off the pitcher's side of third base side and caught by the third baseman. And that is the second out of the inning. Bobby Alvear is now going to come to the plate. Alvear has walked and he's grounded out to second base.
Looks like for the second night in a row, we might get the full effect of these lights.
You're right. Game time, start time was delayed a little bit. About 40 minutes or so, right?
Yep.
Ball outside. Count is 2-0. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped. Check swing. Did he go?
Yes, he did.
Thought that was a good call, actually. Ball outside, runner goes. Krakowski steals it, standing up. Krakowski picks up 70 feet, and he's now at third base with 2 outs. Full count on Alvear.
See what Patton decides to do here.
Lifted over right to the shortstop. Martinez puts it away, and that's the end of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We've played 3.5 in Livermore. Host team leads Texas 6-1. All right, folks, we're back in Max Bear. In the bottom of the 4th inning, host team leads 6-1. Marcus Davila's gonna be at the plate to lead off this bottom of the 4th, looking to get on base and try to cut into this 6-1 deficit.
Dax Patton, Jace Martinez, and the whole Texas defense did their job at the top of the inning. So Davila looks to add a little offensive spark to the Texas squad here. Coming back in this game.
Johnson's pitched a whale of a game. He's only allowed 1 run in 3 innings. Not overpowering, but he's throwing strikes. He's keeping his pitch count down. And he's facing the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup right now. The ball on the count is 3-1. Hit deep to left field. That's hit well, but the wind's going to hold it in, and the left fielder's going to camp under it. He puts it away for the first out.
No funny wind blowing that one around. That was straight out there, no wiggles at all.
Drew Carty did a good job of camping under that. Stepping into the plate is Eli Price now. Curveball just misses inside. The count's 1-0.
And Eli Price, the only sub in from the Texas side, carrying 10 players as they come to the tournament.
Joe Johnson falls behind 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. Threw into center field for a base hit. Job by Eli Price to get a base hit.
Alvear hustles over there, couldn't quite knock it down.
Josh Reed now, big
Texas is in business.
first baseman, is going to be batting. Swung and fouled. Price was running on the pitch. Peel down to third base, no swing.
No swing.
Count is 1-1 to Josh Reed. Ball outside. Inside, runner goes. Price steals second base. The count is 3-1 on Josh Reed. Ball 4.
Now we got 2 on. 1 away.
Time is out. We may.
Manager Steve Griffith headed to the mound.
Not sure he's going to make a pitching change here or not. Looks like he might.
And now it looks like he's just doing a little pep talk.
Yep.
So
Gonna leave him in.
Johnson will stay in. Manager Griffith had a few words there for catcher Carter March as well.
So that brings the 9-hitter up to the plate. Dawson Bullard. Bullard reached in a fielder's choice his last time up.
Price is going to be looking at the third bag over there. Try and scoot over to avoid.
It's like a bunt scenario. Ball gets away. Both runners advance. Just like that, Texas has runners at second and third and only one out.
That's what I was saying. Like any other team, might have been too big a hole, but this Texas team, you cannot count them out.
Grounded foul.
All through this tournament, they've had ways of making plays and making things happen.
Grounded up the middle. Base hit. That's Mike is going to score 2 runs.
Alvear couldn't quite get there.
And Texas has cut the lead to 6-3.
And here comes manager Steve Griffith. Once again, I think we are going to see a pitching change at this point.
So we'll be back in a minute to see who the new pitcher is going to be for District 57.
Well, here we are. We've got a pitching change. Tanner Griffith on the mound.
Top of the order comes back up again for Texas. Only one out with a man on first base.
And a dangerous part of the order to be facing.
Strike outside corner. Ripped foul down the left field line. The count is 0-2 now.
That was a dangerous pitch right there. Prado almost able to rip that down the line. And it looks like the throw over to first actually hit the runner. Dawson Bullard got him in the arm, working it out. Looked like the ball just tipped off of McKeever's glove. into Bullard's arm. And Griffith.
Well, Bullard steals second base. And Texas is putting the pressure on Livermore's defense like Livermore's been doing to them tonight.
And looks like Bullard might be a little banged up out there sliding into second. Second base umpire looking at his leg. But let me get the ball underway here.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout there for
That was huge. That was huge
Griffith.
for Griffith and the host team.
We haven't seen Prado go down on strikes very often in this series, in this tournament. He's going to bring to the plate Christian Wiggins.
Very dangerous Christian Wiggins.
Wiggins is flied out to center field and hit in to grounded out to second. Ball up.
And again, a big thank you to everybody out there watching the live cast. Looking at our statistician, we have now topped the 2,000 mark. 2,000 people watching this fantastic game between the host team from Livermore and Midland, Texas.
Counts now 2-1 to Wiggins.
And if Griffith can get the host team out of this jam right here with Wiggins, that will be huge.
Yeah, especially with Martinez and Cunningham and Patton coming on deck. Runner's going to try to advance.
Yep.
Dangerous throw by the catcher, March, but
Johnston
Johnston
there
saves it.
saving it. If that gets by Johnston, that's another run for Texas right there.
So it counts 3-1 now. Ball four. Texas is really in business.
And here comes the shortstop, Jace Martinez.
Martinez singled and walked in this game. Poses a serious threat. Strike. Home plate ump said he went. There's 2 outs with runners on the corners. District 57's played a pretty clean game up to this point. Want to continue along those lines. Ball gets away from catcher. Run scores. Both runners advance. Now it's 6-4. So Texas has done a good job of coming back in this city to put up 3 runs after Livermore had put up 5 a couple innings ago.
Especially starting with the bottom of the order. That's what got the whole thing going.
Yep.
Now here they are in the meat of it. And even with 2 outs, you got that runner in scoring position. You know the Griffith's going to want to take care of business right here.
And now it's 3-1 the count to Jace Martinez. Rick, this has all the makings of another 11-10 affair.
It does.
Ball's popped up to short right field. Right fielder's camping under it. Got
There
it.
it is.
Big out there. Hey, Texas does a great job of putting 3 runs on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. They've cut the lead to 6-4. We'll be back in a minute.
Leading off the top.
There's a leading off for Livermore in the top of the 5th inning. Number 8 here, Denny Durham. Dax Patton still out there for Texas. Ooh, high and tight.
So here we are. This is effectively the second half of the game right here. And I think this is where we're going to start seeing the pitching really come into play. Know that if they do want to save Dax Patton for a possible
right.
game on Saturday, he's going to be limited to 35.
Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. Now it's now 2-2. I get the feeling that both pitching staffs are running on fumes at this point. Hard to imagine that if there was some really good pitching still out there from either team, I think they'd be in there right now. Wouldn't you think, Rick?
I would think so. Well, I mean,
You got to get there, you know?
Dax Patton is in,
Yeah.
and he's a good pitcher right there.
So Durham goes out on strikes. It's going to bring to the plate number 15, Andrew McKeever. McKeever's going to bat for the first time tonight. Ball down, and the count is 2-0. Ball, the count is 3-0. McKeever's doing a good job of making Patton work here. Trying to get on base. I bet he's going to take a few pitches. There's a strike.
See what Patton offers up on the 3-1. Keever might be looking for something to hit right here. Nope.
There it was.
I think he was taken all the way on that one.
Yeah. Well, Patton's come back from 3-0 to 3-2. Fouled off to the left side.
It would be a huge lift for the host team if they could get McKeever on base here and then head into the top of the order with only one out.
Grounded up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit.
It did get through.
Good piece of hitting by Andrew McKeever. He starts
very patient, waited for his ball.
So he's on first with one out. We're doing SPR.
And it looks like Trudeau's going to come out and run for McKeever.
That brings the top of the order in Drew Carty to the plate.
Carty on base 3 times tonight.
Trudeau goes on the first pitch. He's out.
They got him. Excellent throw by Bullard from behind home plate. Now 2 outs.
Not a bad play. I mean, take a chance.
No, they're staying aggressive.
Yep.
And again, we talked about at the top. I think the team that plays the most aggressive in the smartest way is going to be the one that comes out on top tonight.
Mm-hmm. Grounded to third. That's a fair ball. Picked up and thrown across the diamond. Out. Good inning for Dax Patton and the Texas boys. We played 4 complete in Livermore. 4.5 innings we played. Score is Livermore 6, Texas 4. So leading off the bottom of the fifth for Texas is going to be Jay Cunningham. Cunningham has doubled, grounded out to third in this game. Texas comes up in the bottom of the fifth, trailing by 2 runs. Ball's drilled to left field. That's way back, foul. The ball didn't get out, wasn't going to get out of here, but it was going to be close. Hit off the fence. Is that what it did? Hit the okay, hit the bottom of the fence, just foul. 255 out there. .255 all the way around, a 10-foot fence. Ball's hit to the right side. Cunningham's getting some good swings on young Tanner Griffith.
Griffith ahead in the count. Thinking if he can just get one past Cunningham.
Fouled off again.
Cunningham battling, keeping this thing alive up here.
And the 1-2 pitch from Griffith. Lifted into left field. That's a base hit. Just over the shortstop's head. Cunningham does a great job of hitting. And he's got the leadoff hit.
So
The fifth inning for Texas.
Leadoff batter on. It's always a big lift to any inning.
Yeah. So Dax Patton, the pitcher, is going to come to the plate. Patton's been quiet tonight. He struck out and grounded out to third in this game, so he's hitless. I would suggest, Rick, that he's due.
One would think. So let's see what happens here. Griffith prepares to face off against Patton.
Strike on the outside corner.
And as this game tightens up, you can hear the crowd starting to get back into it again. Got a little lull there for a while. But looking around, count earlier was 4,200 fans out here. Does not look like many, if any, have left.
Swing and a miss.
I promise, this is the kind of ball game that you really love to see. Two very evenly matched teams battling it out. Ooh. Griffith almost.
Cunningham.
Almost caught Cunningham there at first.
So Tanner Griffith is ahead of Dax Patton 0-2, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted right center field, long run for the outfielders. It's caught. Beautiful play. Krakowski out in center field hauled that one in, ran that one down almost to the New Era sign out there in right center field. And that's a second out. Oh, that's a big out there.
That's huge. So here comes Davila.
Davila is also hitless in this game.
Griffith really wants Cunningham over there.
Tanner Griffith, he's just so small. He's just a tiny little guy out there, and he's just dealing on the mound. This is just great. In this environment, you kidding me? Gotta love it. Getting the job done. 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out. Runner goes. And he reaches second base. Cunningham does. So he's there at second.
Davila had asked for time, was not granted it, and the pitch came in. So Davila caught a little flat-footed there. Lucky that it was a ball.
Swinging and fouled off. Ball down.
Davila ahead in the count. Cunningham in scoring position over at second.
Strike, good pitch. 2-2 to Davila. Tanner Griffith pours a fastball in there.
Griffith there.
The 1-1. Dribble to second base. Should be routine. Throw to first. And they get out of the inning. No runs. One hit. No errors. 1 run left on. We've played 5 complete in California. Host team leading Texas 6-4.
And we're back at Max Baer Park
Leading
in
off
Livermore.
the top of the 6th inning for Livermore, number 2, Tanner Griffith.
Top of the 6th inning. Dax Patton still on the mound for Texas, and Griffith Tanner up for Livermore. Takes the first pitch 0-1, or 1-0, rather.
Tanner Griffith's leading off.
I think that was huge last inning that they were able to get out of that without any run scoring.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, that was a shutdown inning right there. If there ever was one.
And Griffith ahead in the count here, 2-1. Comes the pitch from Patton. A little low. Now 3-1.
And the 3-1 pitch coming in. Strike. Count is full now. Rounded to that through the hole
Yes,
into
through the
right
hole.
field. Base hit by Tanner Griffith.
Griffith very speedy down that line. He did not want to get thrown out by the right fielder.
He's a good little ball player, that Tanner Griffith.
He is.
Going to bring to the plate
Johnston.
Colin Johnston. Let's see if how aggressive Livermore decides to want to play it here.
Well, they were very aggressive last inning, sending Trudeau down to second, where he was picked off. Patton wanting to keep a short tether on Griffith over there at first.
Yeah, for sure. I think Texas really needs to keep the host team off the board the rest of the way here.
We are in that sort of part of the game where every run is gold.
Yeah. Get off the fist foul. Count is 0-1. Should be 0-2, it looks like.
Say we had so many throws to first, I've forgotten what the count was. It is 0-2, it looks like, though. Johnston looking to battle this one.
Tanner goes. Ball is at the feet of the catcher. Easy stolen base for Griffith.
And with nobody out, host team from District 57 now has a runner in scoring position.
So Johnston steps back into the box with a count of 1-2 to him. Looking to drive something here, knock in that run. Ball outside. Now it's 2-2. Lifted into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Let's see if they're going to hold Griffith at second, but Johnston alertly goes down to second base. And now District 57 has runners at second and third with nobody out. Great piece of base running by Colin Johnston. He saw the throw was going to come in all the way to the pitcher. Missed the cutoff man, and he took second base.
Well, they didn't want to fool around. They knew Griffith's speed. Didn't want to catch him coming into the plate.
Griffith had to hold up a little bit to make sure the center fielder wasn't going to catch that ball. It looked like there was a chance of it, and that's going to bring to the plate Carter March.
Carter March has had a fantastic night tonight.
Foul straight back.
That huge triple in the third inning.
Yeah, sack fly in the first. And tripled in the third inning. Grounded out to short in the fourth. Dribbled foul to the left side, so Patton gets ahead of March quickly, 0-2. A couple of big runs out there, Rick. This could go a long way in deciding who's going to play on Saturday, huh?
This could. You know, the manager, Steve Griffith, has got to like the fact that he's got runners at 2 and 3 with nobody out.
Patton almost boxed, dribbled to shortstop. They're not going to get him. Safe at first, run scores, infield hit by Carter March.
Again, Carter March is the golden child of the team tonight.
He's had a big game for sure. Infield hit. Brings to the plate Jake Krakowski. Krakowski's 1 for 3. March, I'm sure, is going to
The Livermore fans down there release to Krakowski.
Sure, March is going to be going here. Goes, grounded in the hole. Martinez drops it, picks it up, and has no play.
Rare bobble for Martinez.
Martinez was moving towards second base to try to cover for the steal attempt. Had to stop and kind of go back the opposite way, and he's lost his footing a little bit, distracted him from catching the ball. Once he dropped it, it was deep, so deep in the shortstop position that he has no chance. Base hit for Krakowski. Another run scores. That's going to bring to the plate Nate Caney.
Just pointed out to me that we have topped 2,500, actually more than 2,600, watching the live stream tonight. So big howdy to everybody out there in Midland, Texas, watching the home team, Mid-City Little League champions. Been a amazing game so far. Two very evenly matched teams battling for a spot in the U.S. Finals.
Yeah, Dax Patton needs to dig deep here and come up with whatever he can to try to prevent any more runs from scoring against his Texas team here now.
It looks like the Texas team has committed him to this game.
It's a steal of third base by Carter March. Running at first.
Patton ahead in the count, 0-2.
Krakowski stayed at first. It was a delayed steal. He'll be leaving now. Grounded to first base. That's going to get through into the left right field. That's going to score one run. Carter March comes in.
Josh Reed just playing a little too close to first base that time. Snuck that one right past him.
District 57 has picked up the 3 runs that they allowed to Texas 2 innings ago, and its lead is 5 again, and now it's 9-4. And that's 5 straight hits for California.
Nobody out.
This is making the job of Texas even more difficult. Every run that comes across the plate, that ball is lifted down the left field line. It's going to be out of play. They're now trailing by 5 runs, and there's still action on the bases for California. Runners at second and third, and nobody out.
This is definitely not a position that Texas wanted to see themselves in right now. Patton needs to bear down, just get the batter.
Texas comes up in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're going to have the 8, 9, and 1 batters. Alvear. 3 and 1 now.
At 3 and 1, you got to expect that Alvear might take this.
Strike. The outside corner.
Well placed by Patton. Well placed.
So the count is full. Chopper to third. Throw to first. Out at first.
And they got Alvear at first, but
Run scores though.
run comes in, and that's going to move.
Kaney's over to third.
Keeney, thank you. Keeney over to third. So, in your words, another productive out.
Yes, sir. Like those. But Denny Durham's going to bat now. Lifted into right center field. That
Center-
falls.
Center fielder was playing very short on that one.
Yep. Turns out to be a double for Denny Durham. That ups the lead to 11-4.
And the first baseman, McKeever. One away, and again a runner in scoring position.
Big swing and a miss. Runner goes, grounded up the middle. Martinez has it, throws to first. Second out of the inning. Good play by Jace.
So back up to the top of the order with Durham standing on third.
Going to bring Drew Carty to the plate. Carty's got a big fan club out here.
It's all those names that end in the ooh sound. It always seems to carry.
Right.
Mr.
Grounded
oh
up the
my.
middle.
Oh,
Martinez
good
again.
play by Martinez.
Got him.
Look at that play by Martinez. That's some hustle right there.
That ends the inning. However, Livermore scores 5 runs, top of the 6th inning, and they've taken an 11-4 lead over Texas. We're going to come back. We're going to have our tournament director, Dave Wetmore, sit in and answer a few questions and talk about the tournament in general right after this. All right, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning now. Host team leads Texas 11-4, and leading off for Texas is the big first baseman, Josh Reed. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Josh Reed coming up. Grounded foul. On deck for Texas is Dawson Bullard, and then the top of the order, Andrew Prado. Ball outside. I'm joined by the tournament director of this event, Dave Wetmore. He's been the tournament director since its inception. This is our 6th year. Dave, glad to have you here. As the 0-2-1-2 comes, grounded to third, off the first baseman, and that's going to be a base runner. How do you think the tournament's gone so far?
Rick, it's been just a great tournament so far. It's, you know, with the addition of Australia this year and the Latin America winner of Mexico. Fantastic weather, fantastic host site. Huge success so far. A crowd in excess of 4,500 tonight to watch a Little League game. How special is that?
Yeah, our first year of getting the Livermore team, which is the host league this year, and every year, the first year that they've been in it, has been a huge boost to this overall environment. As Bullard pops out to second base, Colin Johnston, and that's the first out of the inning. Yeah, it's really been terrific. We've had huge crowds here. The addition of the host team and Mexico has been a big plus for this. One out now. And you know, the fact of the matter is that we've never had a host team reach the Saturday game. Looming a little bit here. That would be a pretty big deal as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, no doubt about it. Baseball-rich community. Just if you take a look back, way back, Hall of Famer Randy Johnson started his Little League days here in Livermore Little League.
Ball's grounded to second base. Tough play there. Johnston, he's hurt. That must have got him on the shin. They're going to take a look at him. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen next year with this tournament, with some of the modifications of participants.
Well, this year I think you take a look at it with the age change. Next year, everybody will be that true age of 11, 12, or 13 years old. Majority of this tournament here this year, the players are 13. We do have some 12-year-olds. One of the real highlights to me this year, being a father of 2 daughters, we have 2 girls in the tournament.
That's right.
One young lady from the Czech Republic and one very stellar athlete from the Southeast team from Boynton Beach, Florida. She's quite a player, but I think with the ages now, where everybody's going to be that true age, those players that participate in Williamsport as 11 and 12s, we will see them come to this tournament in the future. This year, for example, there's 3 players on the Mexico team that were in Williamsport last year. The rest of the players from that Williamsport team are 14 years old, and they're up in Taylor, Michigan. So how special is that for them?
Yep.
So we'll get that true age. And having Australia in the mix now with 6 international and 6 USA teams, that really makes it a great field that we have here in Livermore.
Yeah, indeed. I was really happy to see that ball's lifted to left field. Left fielder's under it, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. It was really terrific to have the inaugural Australia regional champs come out. They brought a big fan group with them. They were very, very enthusiastic. They couldn't be happier to be here. And you know, although there's got to be a lot of development going on at that program, I'll be interested to see how that program grows over the years. Hopefully the coaches that came here from Australia picked up a few details on what it takes to compete at this level, and they can go back to Australia and teach some of the players back there some of the aggressive base running that you see at for both of these teams here. It's really important to the overall success of your team if you always push the envelope when it comes to putting pressure on defenses. I think they got a good eye-opener, and we're looking forward to seeing them every year. Ground ball, that great play. A shortstop, and that ends the inning. So we've played 6 complete at Livermore. The host team continues to lead Texas 11-4. We'll be back with Dave Wetmore in a minute. All right, folks, we've reached the top of the 7th inning, and leading off for Livermore is Tanner Griffith. It's a good little ball player who got here, Dave. He's great at second base. He's in the game pitching right now. He's a real catalyst to this District 57 team.
Yeah, I really love the first 2 kids in this, number 1 and 2, little guys. But boy, they can run the bases, and their enthusiasm is just off the charts.
So what do you got plans for yourself after this tournament is over? Are you going to go back to Williamsport as you usually do?
Well, you know, we have to get through this first.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. I think everybody really lights up the town. ESPN rolls in first thing in the morning and gets their compound all set up here. We're very, very lucky as a tournament to have some very special guests coming in for Saturday and Sunday. Very good friend of mine who's the president and CEO of Little League Baseball, Steve Keener, is coming in, and the chairman of the board, Hugh Tanner. So to have the chairman of the board and the president and CEO come in to join us, very special.
Wow, that's good news.
After this, get this site back to normalcy, back to my my job for a couple weeks, and then off to Williamsport to have some fun back there and see some old friends. And after that's done, gonna head to my place in Florida at the Keys and sit on the beach and just reflect back on a great summer of baseball.
And then get right back to work for next year.
Well, you know, we have a great committee. And once again, part of the Little League family. You know, whether we're crazy or not, I'm not too sure, but we're all volunteers. We enjoy it, we have a passion for it, and we try to raise the bar every year. We've taken this field from, you know, a regular old softball field to putting down grass the first year, putting in a really fancy scoreboard, which is a lot of fun for the kids, new shade structures, and this year, brand new lights, LED lights, which
That's a big improvement.
I think Dallas Braden would be very proud, because I remember when his grandmother was sitting out in the center field and he was wondering whether she was really out there or not. So, you know, we keep improving on the park. We're blessed to have great partners in the city of Livermore, the Livermore Area Recreation and Park District, and of course the school district, where we use our compound, which is really safe and secure for the 200 kids. And let's not forget our 13 visiting umpires who pay for their own way to get here.
Right.
They're from all over the world. We have an umpire from Germany, Puerto Rico, Canada, and then from all the regions in the United States.
Which did Colin Johnson is right behind the pop to right out behind the plate.
Oh,
That's a fair ball. Catcher was stumbling over the bat a little bit and circling around. Deflected the ball and it stayed fair. What can you tell us about what one of our special longtime sponsors has in store for us tomorrow?
well, I tell you what. Once again, we're in a baseball-rich area, and one of our great sponsors and really good friends of mine, the Oakland Athletics, have reached out to us as part of the partnership, and they have offered tickets to not only every team, but every family member who's coming in. So we're all going over to the ballpark tomorrow night. We're going to have a great time. Stephen Piscotti, who played for the District 57, even played on our big league team when Little League Baseball had big league, has invited the umpires to go down on the field. So you imagine how excited those umpires are.
Yeah.
And our Challenger division for Little League Baseball, which is the special needs end of Little League. We have two teams that play in our Challenger exhibition game on Saturday morning at 9:30. The team from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, that's quite a travel in.
It is.
They'll be a party of 45 at the game tomorrow night. So look for us if you're watching the game. We're going to be very colorful. The kids are all going to wear their jerseys and their caps. The A's are going to make it very special for them and show their pictures up on the widescreen.
Right.
So as a young person, I'm not too sure. I know I'm excited for it.
Sure,
And,
sure.
really what a memory they're going to have. And we want them to leave here with a lifelong memory. And we're lucky this year. We had a New York team from Comac with a returning manager, with a younger son, and his older son was here 3 years ago.
Right.
And a couple brothers came back from that team from a couple years ago because they had younger brothers on the team this year. And in talking to them, the memories that they have of that is maybe the greatest baseball memory they ever had. It's coming to Livermore, California.
That's exactly what they said, and yeah, that's real special. I mean, I've heard that before from other folks. They jump on our Facebook page and say, "Hey, I was here 4 years ago, and I just want to tell you guys this is the best time you'll ever have on a baseball field." So, we take that to heart, and that's really our objective throughout the whole week is just produce these types of memories. So, whenever we hear that that's coming true, we know that we're doing something right, at least, right?
Well, and they're getting to play on just a wonderful field. Look at how this field is maintained and groomed. It's just a fantastic complex.
Yeah, it's really holding up good this week. We redid the mound, redid the bullpen mounds. A lot of credit goes to our field crew. Those guys, again, are all volunteers. They work on this field. Bill Boomerang works on this field all year, maintains it. Instrumental in making sure that it looks like this all the time. So we got a good group of people here to support this event. So it couldn't be done without them, but we had a lot of volunteers that help out with this as well. Ground ball up the middle. Chase Martinez throws the first. Force out there. First out of the inning. Here's the boy that's has the only home run in the tournament so far, Dave. Jason Krakowski.
I watched that ball, and I will tell you, pure swing, and that thing was no doubt gone.
Yeah, he ran into a good one there.
Well, I tell you what, I really give this Midland, Texas team a lot of credit. They've got 3 fantastic coaches, as all the coaches are here this week. I'll tell you what, of all the years we've done this, we've met a lot of good people, but all these teams have traveled well. For people out there that aren't familiar with it, you have to understand with the U.S. winners, 6 of them, and even the Canadian team, they played on a Thursday night, the 26th, and they traveled on the 27th.
Right.
So families, in the case of this group, had to travel from Grand Junction, Colorado, back to Midland, pack a quick bag, find an airfare, and get out here for our opening ceremonies that we had in downtown Livermore, which I think once again raised the bar. Everybody who came here just loved the opening ceremonies, and it was a great welcome to here. And then you've got teams like the Czech Republic and Australia and Korea that were on airplanes for 20 to 30 hours.
Right.
So 13-year-old boys, they have a lot more energy than some of us.
Yep.
So very special.
Yeah, well, it really has been a special week. I completely agree with you. You know, we've had a lot of terrific people out here over the years, but I gotta say, looking back on this has probably been the tightest group of teams that we've had. You know, I see so many of the players commingling with each other. You know, the Czech guys are hanging out with the West guys, and you know, all that kind of configuration you can come up with. They all seem to be getting along really, really well. Great group of coaches. You know, nobody's out here taking it too serious. They all have great attitudes, and everybody's been on their best behavior, right, for the most part.
I'll tell you what, you know, knock on wood, we've had no issues. I'm staying at the host hotel where all the kids are. Very well mannered. But I think once again that starts with, you know, that starts at home, and
Right.
a lot of their traveling parents with them are just first class kids, and you know, they'll never forget this. They'll come back here with their kids hopefully one of these
Yeah.
days
Yep.
and say I played on that field.
That's exactly right. Well, we're going into the bottom of the 7th inning now. And the host team is ahead 13-4. I want to thank Dave Wetmore, our tournament director, for spending a few minutes with us. Dave, thanks again as always. Great tournament. Love working with you on this. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Rick. Really appreciate being here.
Yep. All right, folks, we're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Host team is leading Texas 13-4. And Texas has some work to do. There's a strike.
Griffith still dealing it there.
Tanner Griffith.
Texas down to their last 3.
Well, I want to personally thank everybody for tuning in that's been listening all week long here. This is going to be our final telecast on the live stream. This is our final game of the tournament that we're going to televise, or broadcast, I should say. Ball's off the fence, thrown into second base, and Jake Cunningham has a leadoff double. There are 3 more games to be played, obviously. 2 on Saturday. The U.S. Championship game will be at 5 o'clock. The International Championship game on Saturday will be at 1 o'clock. Those games we will not be broadcasting on our live stream. To watch those games, they'll be broadcast on the ESPN Plus network. They're live streaming the Saturday games. And then, of course, the Sunday game will be televised, the final championship game, with 6 p.m. local time on ESPN2. So our week of local live stream broadcasting ends after this game tonight. We appreciate everyone that's sent out well wishes to us. We do appreciate the positive feedback, and we even appreciate the negative feedback too. That's the only way that you can really improve your telecast and your broadcast, with good and negative comments. We appreciate all of them. Again, we're all volunteers. Nobody's paid to do this.
Wait, Rick, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, I didn't?
Whoops.
Uh-oh. All right, you get a hot dog. That's your pay.
Awesome. Will work for food, definitely. Nothing like the Ballpark hot dogs. No, just thanks to everybody. I know that not everybody's listening tonight, but from all around the globe that tuned in to the live stream. It's been an honor being able to sit in the booth and call these games.
Yeah, we had an addition this year with a center field camera. We're going to improve that camera a little bit for next year. That was just kind of a test this year for us. It's the first year we had a center field camera, and we like that angle. We're going to improve the quality of the camera next year for that. We always try to come up with something different to improve the telecast. That little camera that you see, it's like almost at the feet of the batter. That's something that we came up with. Our the Gopher cam. I call it the Ant cam, whatever. Strike three called. That was developed and thought out by our video engineer, Kamlesh Patel. Kamlesh hasn't been able to work with us a lot this week. He's busy work's getting in the way, but he's out here tonight. And that was his brainchild, and it's really worked out well. That's a great look. So there's one out now in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the host team 2 outs away from, for the first time ever, advancing to the U.S. Championship game.
And that was a big swing from Davila right there.
Fouled off. I want to also thank my partners this week that helped me out with the color on the broadcast. To my left, Mr. Rick Rude.
Thank you.
And PA tonight, but also one of my partners in the live stream was Ed Hugo. Thank you, Ed. And also Norm Fuller on PA. Smashed foul. Our sound crew, I should say, Jeff Martin, to my right. I thank you for all the work you've done for us this tournament and prior tournaments as well. And also Dave McDonald for the hard work he puts in to perfect the sound system throughout this stadium. The sound system out here rivals professional baseball sound systems. We get a lot of compliments on sound quality and things like that, and so that's between Jeff and Dave. That's their field of expertise. They do a great job. So thanks everybody up here in the sound, video, and announcing aspects of the tournament. Ball's lifted to straightaway center field, long run. That's dropping. Bukowski playing very deep. And that plates a run. It's now 13-5. It's going to bring to the plate Eli Price. There's one out. The runner at first base.
Eli Price, a dangerous hitter. And it would be a mistake by the host team to think that this is over right now. You need to bear down and get the last couple outs.
That's driven
Price.
into right field. That's going to be fall for a base hit. It's going to hold up at third base. So first and third now with one out. And not surprisingly, Texas is not going to go down quietly in this game. That's going to bring to the plate for 21, Josh Reed. Griffith is doing the right thing. He's throwing strikes and pitching to contact, which is what you want to do. And if they fall, you tip your hat to the batters and say, look, you deserve it.
Right. The last thing you want to start doing here is walking batters.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only way that this thing's going to get out of hand for the host team at this point, leading by 8 runs with one out in the bottom of the 7th inning, is if they start giving free bases. So that ball's lifted high on right field line. That might be a tough play too.
Oh my,
That's a
Colin
caught.
Johnston.
Caught, sliding
Did you
catch.
see that?
What a great catch.
In a full soccer slide.
He slid. He raced far to his left, and slid as that ball was. Was that going to be fair? I didn't have.
Oh
a
my,
look
yeah,
at
it was fair. It was right behind the first. He was playing closer to second, and he came and slid across the back grass almost directly behind the first baseman to catch that.
What a great play.
Oh my.
It's the second out of the inning. That's going to bring Dawson Bullard to the plate. Catcher. Strike. No need to throw down to second base. That run doesn't mean anything. And Tanner Griffith is 1 out away from sending the District 57 team into Saturday's final against Florida. Grounded to shortstop. That could be it.
Routine.
Throw to first.
And
Out.
they got
That's it. District 57 advances to the finals of the U.S. bracket on Saturday against Florida. Final score, ladies and gentlemen, here is 13-5. Boy, they're excited out there, aren't they, Rick?
They are. That is something else right there.
Well, congratulations to them. Congratulations to Mid-City Little League in Midland, Texas. They also played a very great game tonight. Great tournament by them.
An outstanding tournament by Midland, Texas. It was every game that they played was a great game to watch.
Yeah, it was a really good ball club today. So anyways, we're going to sign off here, folks. Final score again. District 57, Livermore, 13. Southwest Regional Champions from Midland, Texas, 5. We'll see you Saturday on ESPN+. Have a good night, everyone.